Oh yeah, that's a very good dictionary.
Shut up!
Happy anniversary, babe.
I know, I can't believe it's already been 7 years.
I know, that's crazy. Hey, did I ever tell you about the day that I met you?
No.
Well, me and my best friend Anthony had just finished this thing called Food Battle. I used my food to kill him, he used his food to kill me. Sometimes we accidentally killed ourselves. I got my dick switched with a cat, as you probably know, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that I found something very special that day, and I want you to have it. My lucky gum.
Oh, thanks. Oh, let me go get your anniversary gift. I forgot I left it in the car.
Oh. I wonder what's in there.
You'll never guess.
Oh. No! Oh, no! No! Oh! No! My wife! My beautiful wife!
Ian! It's been 7 years since the last food battle, but I finally have what I need to defeat your stupid pink frosted sprinkled donuts.
Anthony, I can't do food battle right now. My wife just died. I need time to mourn. Okay, I'm done.
All right, you're never gonna defeat my new favorite food, baguette. If you think your favorite food, baguette.
If you think your baguette could do more everyday tasks than my pink frosted sprinkled donut, then you're going down, penis. Pretzel. Ah! Let's see if your food can be a hammer. I bet there's something real good in here. Hi-ya! What the? It's me and my wife. What the? Huh? What? No.
Let's see if your pink frosted turd can be a therapist.
Yeah, I think that'd be good for both of us. Yeah. Hey, Mom, I just talked to my therapist, and they thought it'd be a good idea if I stood up for myself from time to time. So no, I won't clean my room. Oh!
You'll do it now, you impotent cuck.
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Baguette, is it weird if I can't stop thinking about how birds have just one hole for everything?
I'll take that as a no. Why are you wearing that?
The outfit stays on until Ian cleans his room.
Oh. Oh, let's just do an item to clean my room thing. Yeah. Ah! Okay, fine. Let's just do this one. I can't see. What does it say?
It says, saw.
I wonder if my baguette will be able to chop this pre-sliced bread. Baguette, chop! Oh my God, it worked!
Okay, Donut, I got my arm stuck under this boulder, and the only way to get it out is to saw my whole arm off. This is so much fun. Oh my God, it worked! Ugh, stupid mom. Let's see if your bread can rise to this occasion. Ah! Oh, how about President of the United States?
Ooh.
Mr. President, what should we do about the housing crisis? Hello? It's not doing anything.
Oh my God, Mr. President? It's so nice to meet you. My name's Anthony Padilla. Padilla, like tortilla? Huh?
Oh, what the f? I'm not even Mexican! Ooh, how about a Pokeball?
Bikini Girl, a boob-type Pokemon, typically used by juvenile incels for clickbait thumbnails.
You're mine. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah!
Prepare to be mine, Ian's mom. Hey-ya!
Let's do, a breast milk pump.
Why would you want to do that?
Oh yeah, ooh, gross, icky. Let's do an object that can be used to beat somebody into unconsciousness.
Yes!
Dang it.
All right, Baguette, let's knock this one out of the park.
What a lovely day. I hope Ian and Anthony want to hang out with me later.
Oh my God, Stevie, are you okay? It worked!
Anthony doesn't know it, but I'm gonna use someone else to fight my battles.
Ah, think that noggin like labia loose.
Go, Bikini Girl! Okay, Bikini Girl. Knock that guy in. Oh!
All right, let's finish this once and for all. Yeah. How about, parachutes?
You know only one of us is leaving here alive, right? And that person is gonna be me, 'cause my donut's gonna win and you're gonna die!
I guess we'll see about that.
I guess we will. Oh, Anthony, you might want to check your parachute.
Oh my God! I have too much momentum! I can't stop running!
Ian, you just won Food Battle 2023. What are you gonna
I don't think so.
No,
No. But that's not possible.
Oh, it is. I used your lucky gum to stick to the wall and climb my way back up.
No. But how? My wife was holding on to that gum and she died in the explosion.
Think about it, Ian. Think back to what happened after we finished the last food battle. We're gonna live. Whoa! Somebody left perfectly good gum on the ground. Nice. Whoa, who are you? I'm Antha.
Bree.
Antha Bree? That's a pretty name. Say, do you want to be my girlfriend?
Yes.
Are you really that stupid?
But with it, we had all those things and we had sex.
Yep.
But how did you?
Duct tape in an empty Gatorade bottle.
You always knew how to commit to a bit, you son of a bitch. Bring it in. The old scissoroo. Dead now, bitch.
Ian, you've just won Food Battle 2023. What are you gonna do? Oh, the old scissoroo. Anyway, you just won Food Battle 2023. What are you gonna do now? Please say you're gonna take me to the hospital.
I'm gonna go to Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland? Can I come?
Hell yeah!
Whoa, buddy! Oh, man, I'm having so much fun. Are you?
Hey there, kids, it's Barney. You even know who I am?
So there they are, Aiden and Ellie, the only survivors to have not succumbed to the apocalypse. Still in their late teens, the two are in their prime, at least when it comes to baby making. The good news is they have the hots for each other, but can they repopulate the Earth? You all know that there's a version of human history that involves two folks getting it on and kicking off mankind. Those two starstruck lovers were Adam and Eve, a couple that made the Garden of Eden their home. We're not exactly sure what kind of food they had to sustain their lives in the garden, but probably a bit more than the forbidden fruit. As for Aiden and Ellie, there's plenty of food on their lonely planet. The old blue ball didn't get whacked by an asteroid or anything similarly cataclysmic. It was forward-thinking artificial intelligence that wiped everything out. But then it destroyed itself just before it could finish off the last 2 humans. The animals are still around. The AI was programmed to ensure the sustainability of the Earth at any cost. And then it figured out that humans were going to destroy the planet. So the only rational thing to do was to destroy all the humans. Yeah, whoever developed that program sure upset a lot of folks. For the first couple of months, Aiden and Ellie didn't really think much about starting mankind again. They spent much of their time hanging out in rich people's houses and driving fast cars. Ellie almost drove into a tree one day, and after that the couple decided not to take too many risks. There was some serious business to take care of. Thankfully, they lived in Los Angeles, California, which, having a mild climate, meant the couple didn't have anything to fear from a brutal winter and the fact that there was no electricity. Let's just start by saying that while the apocalypse was a bit of a downer, these two got very lucky in terms of their chances of survival. They also had the added bonus of not being related. That's a good thing, because studies have shown that when children are born from folks who are related, there's a higher rate of infant mortality. Even if the kids did survive, there's a much higher chance that those kids will be born with some kind of defect. Nonetheless, Ellie and Aiden's offspring might be born healthy, but what about the offspring's offspring? Now we run into difficulties. In a study undertaken in Czechoslovakia between the years of 1933 and 1970, scientists looked at the children of parents who were first-degree relatives. First-degree is someone in your direct family. Procreating with these people isn't generally a cool thing to do. Even if first cousins get it on, the offspring has double the chance of having a birth defect. In that study, the kids who were born to first-degree parents didn't have great outcomes. 40% of them had very severe disabilities, 14% of them died because of their disabilities. We have a very good real-life example of this, featuring a man you might think was trying to increase the population of his country. That man was King Chulalongkorn of Thailand, who ruled from 1868 to 1910. The guy did a lot of good things in terms of modernizing his country, and he was also a formidable baby maker, just as his father had been. That father was King Mongkut, who had 82 children in total. One of them was Chulalongkorn. Following in his daddy's footsteps, Chulalongkorn had a lot of wives, consorts, and concubines, adding up to 116 women in total. To keep the bloodline pure, several of his partners, with whom he'd had children, were actually his half-sisters. Back in those days, it still wasn't clear how bad inbreeding was. But the proof soon became evident in the pudding, so to speak. He had a kid with his half-sister, named Daksinajar Nuradhi Rajputri. It died just hours after it was born. He had 8 kids with his half-sister Savang Vadhana. One of them lived for just 3 days, and most of them didn't make it to adulthood. Vadhana herself lived until the ripe old age of 93. She was the product of inbreeding. In fact, if you research what happened to his 77 children, you see that many, and we're talking many, didn't live very long at all. A lot of them died when they were barely out of their fancy infant clothes. Many others died in their 20s and 30s. European royalty was also into keeping things in the family to ensure the bloodline was pure, and also to make certain money and property stay within the family after someone passed away. European inbreeding in royal families was very evident in the Spanish Habsburg dynasty. Offspring were often weak and sickly. There was also the now famous deformity called the Habsburg jaw. The internet might have been down in Aiden and Ellie's Brave New World, but they did have access to books and libraries, and being the prudent folks they were, they read up on inbreeding. After going through a few books on the matter, they were rightfully afraid their kids' would bite the dust just as soon as they let out that first primal scream, or perhaps spend their short lives hobbling around while carrying a jaw that would put Desperate Dan to shame. The couple also read about the Colt family in Australia and the marriage between June and Jim. In short, June was the child of a brother and a sister. She married Jim Colt. They were in New Zealand at the time. They had 7 kids of their own and moved to Australia. More kids were born once those kids were old enough to have children, but the Colts didn't stray much farther than their own home, if you get what we mean. The children were born through incest. A lot of the kids had defects, and some seemed a little mentally deranged and did things like hurt animals. Many were very sickly and prone to disease. Incest wasn't working out so well for the family. When an investigator found them, he said it was like nothing I'd ever seen. The story sent shivers down Aiden and Ellie's spines. with both of them just sitting for a while in the library, thinking about a team of kids running around with fungal feet trying to set cows on fire. But did it have to be that way? That's the big question today. Some, not many, of King Chulalongkorn's children that he had with sisters went on to have fairly normal lives, though admittedly it's hard to find kids who lived past the age of 40. Aiden and Ellie were now certain that a small gene pool was going to lead to a future offspring of physically and mentally ill kids once their own children started procreating. But what choice did they have? They had one kid, a boy, and named him Carl. Then they had another kid and they named him Asher. Damn, they thought, 2 boys. Then Carl accidentally killed Asher when they were fighting over toys, after which Ellie and Aiden had a 3rd child and named him Sebastian, another boy. With not much to do, these last 2 adult humans just kept pumping out kid after kid, as many in fact as was possible given Ellie's natural aging process. The kids for the most part grew up fine, but the kids were a different matter altogether. Let us explain something now before we get to the strange case of the extended family. You heard of that thing called DNA. While it has packaged into it 23 pairs of chromosomes, within every chromosome there are hundreds of thousands of genes. It's these things that will determine human characteristics such as hair color, but some of them are also bad to the bone, sometimes literally. Every gene has a couple of copies and they are called alleles. When 2 people have a child, they pass on 1 pair to the child. There are dominant and recessive genes too. If 1 pair of genes is dominant, you will have a trait of that gene when it's passed to you. With recessive genes, it's different because you need both pairs of the genes to gain the trait. For example, the gene for brown eyes is dominant. So if you get that, you will have brown eyes. But for blue eyes, it's different because that gene is recessive. You need both recessive genes to get blue eyes. In this case, both your parents passed on blue-eyed pairs of genes. But if one of your parents had the brown-eyed gene, you'd get brown eyes. Importantly though, as you know, not all children get the same DNA from their parents unless they are twins. You get 50% of your DNA from both parents, making 100%. Now imagine that DNA, say from your mom, was half a pack of cards. When the next child is born, that pack is shuffled, so the next child doesn't get the same DNA with all the same genes. But if there were lots of children and you kept shuffling the pack, at some point, some sets of genes will look similar to another child's. This is important to know as we go along with the Aiden and Ellie story. The good news is that many defective traits are carried in recessive genes. This is great because they aren't very common, and to get a harmful trait, you have to get a pair of them. This is exactly why it's good to play the field with strangers. Okay, that's a joke, but if your parents are related, there's more of a chance that they carry some defective gene, and in that case, the child might get a pair, and one thing leads to another, a child is born with a chin that looks like an old boot. If there are generations all from the same gene pool, at some point, even with all the shuffling, some bad genes might match up. The Habsburg Charles II of Spain was the man famous for his chin. It took generations of inbreeding to make him like that. In fact, he was born with scores of defects and disabilities which made his life hell. After many years of suffering, he died at age 38. Just to give you an idea of what can go wrong, here's his autopsy report. Heart was the size of a peppercorn, his lungs corroded, his intestines rotten and gangrenous. He had a single testicle black as coal, and his head was full of water. When Ellie read that, she fainted on the spot just thinking about future generations of her family. The first thing that came to mind was a grandkid of hers looking like a character from a movie she'd watched as a kid called The Toxic Avenger. But then one day she was reading from another book and something improved her grim mood. She read the lines, "The evidence for the short-term effects of low genetic diversity is very strong, but all these things are probabilistic. There are stories of incredible journeys back from the brink. Anything is possible. You can get very lucky playing cards." Ellie tried to translate that in layman's terms and came to the conclusion that if she and Aiden knocked out enough kids, and those kids knocked out enough kids, then despite the fact that there will be lots of challenges, cow burning even, some of those kids could possibly flourish and the future of mankind could be in the bag. Ellie's hair eventually turned a shade of gray, and at that time her beloved husband was a formidable farmer. Things didn't seem too bad. But some of her grandkids had lives that were, as one of her favorite writers would have put it, nasty and short. She and Aiden had 10 sons, 18 daughters in total. They in turn had kids with each other because that's just how things had to be. Evolution actually wants us to be attracted to people who are genetically different from us, but the future of mankind demanded they make do with each other. Ellie was still worried, having read that there's more of a chance of defects the more inbreeding takes place, such as what happened to the Habsburgs. If only Ellie knew what genes all of her grandkids had, she could safely match them so children weren't born unhealthy, but that wasn't possible. She had a reason for some optimism, though, when she read about the people of the small island called Pingalap, who lived far from the busy world in the Western Pacific. These people were almost wiped out in the 18th century when a typhoon struck the island, but 20 of them survived. They flourished after, even though a recessive gene ensured that many years later a tenth of the island was afflicted with color blindness. The thing was, this disorder, called complete achromatopsia, was thought to have come from one man, but it didn't show up in the population until the 4th generation. But still, not everyone got it. This made Ellie happy. She sat there with the book in her hand, and with one of her granddaughters crying from a crib nearby, she repeated those words in her mind. Anything is possible, anything is possible. We are going to bounce back, she said under her breath in a determined voice, even though out of the corner of her eye she glimpsed one of her less successful byproducts giggling while throwing an aerosol can into a small fire. There was a long way to go yet, and what's called the founder effect was still in full swing, meaning a profound lack of genetic diversity as generations interbreed. Still, while Ellie's family admittedly all looked very similar, she held out hope that in generations to come, there would be natural mutations and some diversity would occur. Since Aiden in those days seemed only interested in tending to his vegetables and cattle, he'd become so distant. Ellie read more and more. In some ways, they were a perfect couple, with she being the academic one and he being so good with his hands. One day, Ellie told Aiden that there were instances in history in which animals likely created entire populations after starting as pairs. They were eating when she looked at him and shouted, "Rats!" "What?" replied Aiden, feeling confused. She told him a single pair of rats started a population on some island and the rats thrived. He then gave her a familiar look and said, "Don't tell me you read that in one of those printouts from that old website Quora." Ellie went quiet and returned to her room, where she read the printout again. It said, starlings in North America originated from just 60 individuals. There are a couple 100 million of them now, most of which are nearly genetically identical. That seemed like good news, but she understood that a small population was different from the last two. She couldn't find any examples in her books when an animal species had gone down to the last pair and then started up again. Ellie died first. She was 93. Aiden, 92, held her hand as she drifted into the great unknown. At her side were all her kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids. One of them, known as Chinny to the rest, made her moan in distress just before passing away. That poor kid had just put some broken glass in his mouth. But she remembered some words written by a scientist back in 2015. If the whole world were founded by two people, you would have to get lucky in the genetic lottery many times. Ellie and Aiden might have been lucky, but as Ellie took her dying breath, she just couldn't know. Surrounded by all those faces, things didn't look too bad. Nonetheless, she knew things could take a turn for the worst. She also knew that a long time ago some researchers said you'd probably need 98 unrelated humans to repopulate a planet. But there she was, looking at people who had come from her and Aiden. So, could it happen, really? The repopulation of the planet from these two? The answer is yes, it could. Maybe. But as those scientists said, there would have to be a lot of luck. Perhaps if it did happen, thousands of years later, no one would believe the story of Ellie and Aiden, the avid researcher and the Cabbage Patch Kid. The reality is scientists aren't sure how we evolved at the beginning, but they certainly don't think it all kicked off with two randy people in the Garden of Eden. They know there were a couple of types of humans, the Homo genus hanging out in Africa around a couple million years ago, such as Homo habilis, handyman, Homo erectus, upright man, and then it took quite a while for the presence of Homo sapiens, uptight man. Just kidding, it can be translated as wise man. Before Homo sapiens,
Yo, I thought I had the freaking mic on. But I thought, and when the stupidity hits, bro. Yo, I thought I had the mic on, so I didn't have it down. Let me check, because if I didn't have it for the whole freaking stream, man, I'm just mad because I watched the food battle by Smosh, you know, and I just really wanted as well to have it as a. Let me check quickly. Let me check. Now, okay, definitely, like, it's, let me check quickly. It's okay, but before, damn it, man, that sucks. Come on. Wait a minute. Damn it, man. Okay, I have to watch it again. I have to watch it again. That's crazy. After this video.
The oldest form of humans mated with the newer kinds of humans, such as Homo neanderthalensis, Neanderthals. Neanderthals and modern humans also mated. So
yeah,
in short,
yeah.
it wasn't as if there was only a very small gene pool when things started. With that in mind, we can't look at the case of Ellie and Aiden and compare it with something from the past. We can only hypothesize that if two people were left alone on the planet, they might be able to fill it up again. It's a long shot, but Ellie and Aiden at least tried. After that, you really should watch Why It Would Suck to Live Through the End of the Universe, or
Why It Would Suck to Live Through the End of the Time. I would be sick actually to watch, but I'm so pissed that we're gonna watch Food Battle again. I don't care, because as I was saying, yo, Konik and any other person that's here, I was in the beginning. Smosh were one of like the first YouTubers that I was watching like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So no, 15, yeah, 15 years ago. 2008, yeah, 2008, 2009. And with some of my friends, like, we used to watch this Food Battle religiously every year, man, and you'd be like, oh, I'm with Anthony, and he's like, whatever it was, the other friend was like, I'm with Ian and his pink frosted sprinkles, whatever. So damn it, we have to watch it again. But I don't care. It was good.
That's a very good dictionary.
Shut up!
Happy anniversary, babe.
I know, I can't believe it's already been 7 years.
I know, that's crazy. Hey, did I ever tell you about the day that I met you?
No.
Well, me and my best friend Anthony had just finished this thing called Food Battle. I used my food to kill him, he used his food to kill me, sometimes we accidentally killed ourselves. I got my switched with the cat, as you probably know, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that I found something very special that day, and I want you to have it. My lucky
The
gum.
freaking sound that he makes, man.
Oh. Thanks. Oh, let me go get your anniversary gift. I forgot I left it in the car.
Oh. I wonder what's in there.
You'll never guess.
Oh. No! Oh, no! No! Oh!
No, the wife is dead. Exploded.
My wife! My beautiful wife!
Bro, these two are so funny, man. Let's
It's
see.
been 7 years since the last food battle, but I finally have what I need to defeat your stupid pink frosted sprinkled donuts.
Anthony, I can't do food battle right now. My
My-
wife just
my wife
died.
just died.
I need time to mourn. Okay, I'm done.
All right, you're never gonna defeat my new favorite food, baguette.
If you think
Is
your
that
baguette
baguette?
could do more everyday tasks than my pink frosted
doesn't even
sprinkled
say
donut, then
correctly
you're going
baguette.
down, penis pretzel. Ah!
Penis pretzel. Alright, let's see who's gonna win,
Let's
guys.
see if your food can be a hammer. I bet there's something real good in here. Hi-ya! What the?
It was a human. It was a like it can be used as a hammer. The donut. Oh, what in the frick?
Me and my wife.
Yeah,
What the-
yeah, and he's such a stalker, bro. No, I mean Anthony.
What?
Anthony's such a stalker, bro.
Let's see if your pink frosted turd can be a
Turd?
therapist.
Yeah, I think that'd be good for both.
Bro,
of us.
I love
Uh-huh,
Anthony's tattoos,
yeah.
man.
Hey, Mom, I
They
just
look
talked
so
to my
cool.
therapist, and they thought it'd be a good idea if I stood up for myself from time to time. So no, I won't clean my room. Oh!
You'll do it now, you impotent cuck.
Yes, ma'am.
He reminds me
Baguette,
of
is it weird
Howard
if I can't
Wolowitz.
stop thinking about how birds have just one hole for everything? I'll take that as a no.
Why are you wearing that?
The outfit stays on until Ian cleans his room.
What the frick? Now I just realized, guys. Look, who's that guy? Look.
Wearing that?
The outfit stays
Look, they actually hired a person to be, I guess, Ian's father or something. Look at that.
on until
Oh,
Ian
man.
cleans his room.
That was funny.
Oh, let's just do an item to clean my room thing. Yeah. Ah! Okay, fine. Let's just do this one. I can't see. What does it say?
It says, saw.
So,
I wonder if my baguette will be able to chop this pre-sliced bread. Baguette? Oh my god, it worked!
Okay, Donut. I got my arm stuck under this boulder, and the only way to get it out is to saw my whole arm off. This is so much fun. Oh my God, it worked!
did it?
Ugh, stupid Mom. Let's see if your bread can rise to this occasion. Ah! Oh! How about President of the United States?
Ooh.
Mr. President, what should we do about the housing crisis? Hello? It's not doing anything.
Yeah, just correct, guys. I said it in the previous viewing that I did of this part. The president just doesn't do anything. That's why they were like, oh, doesn't do anything. The pretzel. I mean, donut.
Oh my god, Mr.
Mr.
President! It's so nice to meet you. My name's Anthony Padilla. Padilla, like tortilla? Huh?
Bienvenidos a México. Tortilla.
Oh, what the f? I'm not even Mexican! Ooh, how about a Pokeball?
Bikini Girl, a boob-type Pokemon. Typically used by juvenile incels for clickbait thumbnails.
You're mine. Yeah. Yeah!
Prepare to be mine, Ian's mom. Hey-ya!
Raising a dumbass son for dummies.
Let's do, a breast milk pump.
Why would you want to do that?
Oh yeah, ooh, gross, icky.
Breast milk
Let's do an object that can be used to beat somebody into unconsciousness.
Yes!
Dang it.
All right, Baguette. Let's knock this one out of the park.
What a lovely day. I hope Ian and Anthony want to hang out with me later.
Oh my God, Stevie, are you okay?
Yo, what did you do to Stevie, bruh? Unconscious.
It worked!
Anthony doesn't know it, but I'm gonna use someone else to fight my battles.
Ah, I think that knocked my labia loose.
Go, Bikini Girl! Okay, Bikini Girl.
Knock that guy in.
All right, let's finish this once and for all. How about, parachutes?
Parachute. Human parachute.
You know only one of us is leaving here alive, right? And that person is gonna be me, cause my donut's gonna win and you're gonna die!
I guess we'll see about that.
I guess we will.
This is so weird, man, these two.
Oh, Anthony, you might want to check your parachute.
Oh my God! I have too much momentum! I can't stop running!
He licked the freaking frosted donut. He's... No, man, it's Anthony.
Ian,
Dead. No,
you just won
please.
Food Battle 2023. What are you gonna do?
Don't think so.
What? Oh yeah, I saw it, guys. I can't see him like surprised, you know? Damn it.
That's not possible.
Can't believe I saw it.
Oh, it is. I used your lucky gum to stick to the wall and climb my way back up.
No. But
That's
how?
crazy.
My wife was holding on to that gum and she died in the explosion.
Think about it, Ian. Think back to what happened after we finished the last food battle.
Oh shit.
We're gonna live.
This is where it all ties down, guys.
Whoa! Somebody left perfectly good gum on the ground. Nice.
Well, how did he think of that? How did he think of that? I don't understand. Why? How did he think of that?
Whoa, who are you?
I'm Antha.
Bree.
Antha Bree? That's a
Bree.
pretty name.
Fuck.
Say, do you want to be my girlfriend?
Yes.
Are you really that stupid?
But we had all those things and we had sex.
Yep.
But how did you?
Duct tape in an empty Gatorade bottle.
You always knew how to commit to a bit, you son of a bitch. Bring it in. Yo, scissoroo. Dead now, bitch.
He is dead now.
Ian, you've just won Food Battle 2023. What are you gonna do?
And announce it as well. So what's gonna happen?
You just
So
won
what
Food
happened
Battle
next
2023.
Food
What are
battle?
you gonna do now? Please say you're gonna take me to the hospital.
I'm gonna go to Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland? Can I come?
Hell yeah!
Whoa, buddy! Whoa! Man, I'm having so much fun, are you?
Hey there, kids, it's Barney.
Okay, there it is. We did it. Damn it. Can't believe two videos and it wasn't recording, bro. I mean, my voice couldn't not be heard. I checked it. Once. I checked it like twice. God damn it. Anyway, so this one, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's a video that I found on my homepage, and it's basically how Sam Sulek is changing YouTube. Sam Sulek is like a 21-year-old beefcake, a beef head. He's like really into gym, and he's actually my height, but 240 pounds, something 250 pounds. And yeah, I want to watch this. I wanted to watch it with you guys because he's kind of trending right now. This guy
making gains, man. That's what we're all here for.
Making gains,
This is
man.
Sam Sulek. He's a 21-year-old bodybuilder, and he's getting those gains in more ways than one. In March of this year, he had around 8,000 subscribers, and today he's sitting at a ridiculous 1.8 million. Okay, hold on, that's not right. It was right when I filmed that, but now, 2 days later, I'm editing, and he's at 1.9 million, so he gained like 100,000 subscribers in 2 days. His growth has been so rapid and exponential that over 1 million of those actually subscribed in the past 2 months. So what makes Sam so special? Is it because he's freaking huge? No. Well, he is, but that's not the reason. If you go to Sam's channel and you start looking through his content, the first thing you'll notice is his thumbnails are just screen caps from his videos. The next thing you'll notice is every single one of these videos is over 30 minutes,
It's
and
so
some are
long.
even over an hour. And that view count. So what's the deal? Is the production value out of this world? Is the editing so awesome that viewers just can't look away? Nope. No matter which one you watch, you'll find out that his videos have basically no editing. There are so few cuts that it just feels like you're hanging out with the guy in his car, headed to the gym, checking his progress, and then heading home. In theory, honestly, it sounds kinda lame. So who would watch this besides viewers that are into fitness with a whole lot of patience? Yeah, those viewers do exist, but
Yeah,
1.8 million? I don't think so.
Yeah, they do.
I knew
They do-
something
they
was
do
up,
exist.
so I watched some of his videos and I noticed something.
Actually, guys, I watched some. I watched one of his videos. I watched one, and he just like sitting with this guy, and he just start talking about just fitness and just his progress and just like driving and just like today, guys, I'm not gonna be starting with like delts. I kind of realize that I have to be focused. I don't know how to explain it. You have to watch one of his videos.
And then I read some of his comments and it validated everything I was thinking. This guy is real. He's just a genuine dude going about his day, and I guess that's such a rare commodity on YouTube that viewers can't get enough. Sure, a lot of his audience might be there for the information, but a significant portion of them are just there to relax. Just to throw the video on in the background and listen to a real person do real person things. To talk about what matters to them. And honestly, what's the conversational difference between that and listening to a friend? It doesn't matter if you're interested in what they're talking about. You listen and you connect. And in that moment, you're not alone. So what makes Sam special is what makes Sam Sam. He's passionate, he's amusing, he's vulgar sometimes. But the key that makes viewers so comfortable with him is that he doesn't turn his personality up to 11 when he's on camera. You can really feel that you'd be dealing with the exact same Sam if you saw him at the gas station or the grocery store. So it's no surprise that the videos that have the most views on his channel aren't the ones where he's working out. It's the videos where
It's
he's
the
talking
freaking
the most.
groceries.
So how does he do
I
it?
saw it, guys. I went on his channel. It was like 2.1 million views, something on a grocery. Going to a grocery and just buying groceries and talking, bro. What? That's crazy.
Besides the fact that he's a really cool dude. Well, it all comes down to a single strategy. Sure, his authenticity is important, but nobody would ever get the chance to know Sam without consistency. He uploads every single day, and his community has learned that that's something that they can depend on, and apparently invest some time into. For example, if you search for Sam on TikTok, only one of these is Sam. This one. All these others are fan accounts, and these fan accounts are pulling in some serious numbers. I've never seen anything like it, and neither is YouTube, because thanks to Sam, the fitness niche is exploding like never before. So we should all be taking notes, because with consistency and authenticity, any creator in any niche could do the same.
Authenticity,
okay,
huh?
so cool. We've got this really special channel that has been killing it with minimal effort on the production side. But there have always been those rare channels where the personality is also the niche, right? Well, yeah, but will it be so rare anymore? Take this guy, for instance.
Don't wear yourself out to the point that you're no good to anybody, including yourself.
On the surface, Dry Creek Wrangler School is a channel that provides information about horses. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll find that a majority of these videos focus on something a little different. It seems that the channel began with a specific purpose, but there was a significant change when Dwayne here hit record, sat down in front of his barn, and started sharing some unedited wisdom. At that moment, viewers just couldn't get enough, and it seems that with every video where Dwayne has something to say, viewers will just pull up a chair and listen, without even a single cut to interrupt the experience. The channel has a sense of solitude and tranquility that many may never get to experience in their lives. And being fronted by a man who is so authentic and confident in his message, it really does offer something that many people are missing. A lesson and a direction, and a genuine connection. So it seems authenticity is on the rise, and even Mr. Beast, who, let's be honest, has benefited from his over-the-top content, has seen some better performance in his thumbnails by toning things down a little bit. So it kind of begs the question, is everything we've been learning about YouTube wrong? Do we no longer need cuts and edits and great thumbnails? Can we all just flip on a camera and go about our day and gain millions of subscribers? Come on. There's no right answer to this. It depends on the individual. Your subscriber count won't depend on how many cuts you have in your video. It will depend, however, on how well your viewer can connect with you and what you're passionate about. So whatever you can do to enhance that, that's the correct decision. Besides, if I'm like super energetic and I'm looking for a good time, you think I'm gonna click on this video? There's something on YouTube for every kind of viewer.
Yeah,
so I guess you have to ask
true.
yourself, who is your ideal viewer? Who do you think would watch you for you and what you're passionate about? It took me a long time to figure that out for myself, but
I still don't know, guys.
I did, and this is that story. It was a struggle, but I found my place.
I still don't know. This Sam Sulek, man, he is a beast. Where is he? Like, props to this guy, yeah. Like, his first video, legs. He went to do legs, and probably like he became kind of huge, and then started, you know, the videos, you know. He became huge, and then he was like, oh, you know what, why not?
Day 1, current weight.
What?
Weighted. Others of you. What is up?
Okay.
Fucking. For some of you, this has been long awaited. Others of you, perhaps a little bit less so. Either way, here we are. Today is fucking leg day. Driving down to more of a hardcore gym before I move back to school. Should get a pretty fucking crazy lift.
Leg day. I love leg days.
So yeah, this is pretty much episode 1 of the bulk. Day 1, current weight, 230 pounds.
230 pounds,
so,
bro.
You know, over the next, oh fuck, whoops. Wrong turn. So over the next couple of months, we're going to be increasing calories. Strength's going to go up. Sets are going to go up. Fucking size is going to go up. That's the really exciting part.
Look, guys,
But
how much he's talking for 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes in the
if you guys are just maintaining or whatever,
in the
and
car.
you're questioning whether you should be bulking, you may as well start right now. We could be doing it together.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
So I tweaked my hamstring pretty good like 2 weeks ago. It's getting pretty close to recovered, but I don't want to push it.
Oh, he's starting with like some warm-up, huh? Let me see how he does his squats. Oh, he does them like really close, freaking. He does them close, close stance, bro. This guy doesn't give a F.
Squats. You should probably want to piss your pants at about halfway through the warm-up sets. I can feel some drips coming. I'm not immune.
He's still going with the warm-up sets, huh? Bro, he's gonna be doing... What the frick? This guy's a monster. I couldn't be doing this. 140 kilos, that's it, guys. That's it. And he does it with a close stance. What?
All right. 3 big ones. No big deal yet.
Yo, this guy is
Now
going...
we're starting to get serious.
He's going 4. He's going 180 kilos, bro. Hey, 21 years old. What? He's doing with that ease. What the freak, man? Who is this kid?
All right.
And I barely do freaking... What? He's going to go... Yo, is he actually going 5 plates? I can learn something from this kid, bro.
Make sure you slam the weight as loud as possible.
He did. He does 6 plates. He does freaking 200 kilos.
Wait a second. What?
Bro, what is he doing, man? It's 5 plates, man.
Did I just fucking over... Did I just... What? What did I just do? Wait a second. All right. When it hits 5, I get a spotter. You know. I want to ego lift safely.
Okay, stop. I'm stopping here. I'm stopping the freaking stream, guys. No. I don't know what this guy does. But he just fucking wooed me. 220 kilos? Like it was nothing. I think it's like 400 pounds something. 500. Okay. That was it. We didn't have a lot of luck today anyway. An hour. We didn't do anything on the stream. Probably Sunday or like next week, guys. I hope I'm gonna see more of you next week. Oh, what in the... No, you know, actually, I wanted to watch this video here.
As a nation, we're
So we're gonna watch these guys just for the last video, yeah? Pygmy, this guy, yeah? 3.13 million subscribers.
You guys suggested an...
He didn't sit for an entire week. I don't believe that, so I'm gonna watch it. and record it to put it on YouTube. This guy didn't sit for an entire week, guys, and the results will shock you. I think. Let's check it out.
You guys suggested and I attempted canceling sitting for an entire week.
Come on,
how
at least,
challenging could it be? What were the
at least you could like sit for number 2, right?
surprising benefits, the surprising side effects? This is what happened on this epic journey, taking a stand, only standing.
He's not even sitting in the freaking car, guys. What is he doing? Why?
But you gotta focus. Once again, thank you guys for this idea. I really liked it and decided to attempt it because I thought it was simple yet interesting. It may have some real world benefits.
So what the fuck? He's gonna be sleeping standing up.
And it could be attempted mostly, if not all alone.
So I stood up, so I cannot sit back down now. This experiment has begun. Alright.
Oh, and I also appreciate that this challenge didn't require the purchase of any expensive equipment.
How's this gonna work?
But that didn't mean I didn't use this as an excuse to purchase something.
So exciting news, I did buy a standing desk for this experiment, and because I kind of need a new desk. According to Amazon, it should be here this morning, so I'm hoping it's not gonna get delayed, but I've got work to do, so I'm gonna really have to try to make this work somehow for me right now. Oh! There
Oh,
we go.
okay. At least he thought of something.
Boom. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna work for a few hours and hopefully my actual standing desk comes soon. But I think this is gonna do for now. It's not bad actually. Getting to work.
According to the data, 1 in 4 Americans sits for more than 8 hours every single day.
1 in 4 Americans. Probably you that are watching this video right now are sitting watching this video as I am. No, you know what? I'm gonna be standing up, man, watching this video. I'm gonna be like this. That's behind me, yeah? So I'm standing up, guys, for
Now, this data was actually prior to 2019. More recent data suggests that the average American sits around 9.5 hours every single day.
That's
Prolonged
a
sitting
lot
and
of
lack
hours.
of physical activity has been correlated with obesity and a cluster of obesity-related conditions. But also sitting
Guys,
for
for real.
such prolonged amounts of time.
If you are obese and you're sitting down right now, just get up and then walk around the house, man. Just at least a little bit, and then come back to this video.
Can result in back pain, spinal dysfunction, joint degeneration, poor posture in the upper back, neck, and shoulders, as well as vascular problems in the legs, and the list goes on. Now, the
Really?
majority of
By
sitting
sitting
for
down?
most, and myself included, occurs at the desk at work. So that is why for this experiment, creating a standing desk and eventually getting a standing desk was so important. But
Yeah,
the
that's a
first
good
thing that
idea.
hit me while standing up working was actually quite a surprise.
Without being TMI, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, I did not think this through. I'm thinking like this. Of course I'm not gonna film this part. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. You're welcome. I did not miss.
I'm not trying to be disgusting, I think this is actually very important regarding health, but after only standing for about an hour at my hack working desk, I felt like things were comfortably moving in the right direction.
Oh, Amazon
It's
is
here.
here. Maybe he's right, guys. If you like this, like, I can't be like this. So.
My standing desk
Standing
is
desk
here.
is
So my
definitely-
legs are getting a little tired, but with a little movement.
I can see like big YouTubers I'm following now that have like standing desks, and 100% if you have like a house of your own, you know, studio, have a standing desk. But you know what? For us guitarists, we can't play guitar for hours on end, standing up and writing riffs and stuff like that. Can we? Oh, a good idea came into my mind. Let me write it down. okay, I guess.
I feel okay, and honestly I felt like my work at the standing desk hack thing we did here has actually been very productive. So I'm very excited to hook up this standing desk that came in the mail. Now remember, I can squat, I just can't put my butt on anything, I can't sit. So I can get down here if I need to hook stuff up.
Now the standing desk I bought was a fully Jarvis 60-inch wide alloy frame with
Fully
a bamboo
Jarvis?
top.
What
I
does that mean?
believe this was one of their older models because there were only a few left on Amazon, and I got it for a heavy discount. Regardless, putting this entire thing together, not sitting down at all, so squatting at the most, it actually went together fairly smoothly.
Oh damn, that looks so cool. And you just like press a button, guys, and it just goes like. That's so cool.
Oh,
that's
that
so
is
sick.
Alright, now the worst part, the cleanup. Oh, dude, this is nuts.
that's
So yeah, a little
sick,
crack in the
guys.
bamboo right here, but I don't think it's a critical crack, like the thing's not gonna break in half. And then there's a little bit of like mysterious rust on the legs, but you know, what do you expect for $500? Other than that though, this thing is so sick. So what will happen to this desk, you ask? You know what? I think maybe I'm gonna turn it into a mining rig. Strap some GPUs to this thing, make like 30 cents a day, you know, if we hook into the neighbor's power supply. So right now I feel pretty much just gassed for doing any type of like mental work. So I think I'm just gonna keep moving, maybe do some cleaning around the house, and then try to get a workout in the basement. But just keep moving, keep the blood circulating, and keep my mind off of just standing for so long.
And that I did, doing a variety of, I guess you could say, chores that I would normally procrastinate on, while also not being tired from standing and walking around so much, but rather having a high energy and finding myself in somewhat of a rhythmic.
Guys, the truth, when I sit around, in the beginning of the day, you know, and I don't go out to do something like a workout or like say some sort of activity, I just don't feel like I could, like, you know, hoover around the place or like mop or like clean. But when I go out and like have a workout or something, I just come back like energy, you know. And I do it. I clean something. Like, yo, not sitting might be the answer.
Flow state where things were just working. To the basement to work out, I allowed myself to do movements where I could get on the ground, such as push-ups and planks, but I was not allowing myself to rest or touch my chest completely to the ground, just to stay true to the experiment. It was a pretty good workout. I felt like I had a lot of energy and was able to execute each movement very well. After taking a shower and getting some post-workout nutrition in, the time was the late afternoon, which is traditionally when I start to wind down. Because I had to stay standing, I really started to feel the tiredness in my lower legs and feet.
So that first half of the day
crazy.
actually went pretty smooth, but now it's going on 6 p.m. Things are starting to wind down, and like I would love to just sit down, relax. It's like when you know, it's like, oh man, I just want to take a load off. Like I want to take a load off these feet. You know what I'm saying?
I found that to try to beat the tiredness and the exhaustion in the feet, it helped to stay moving and doing things. Making and eating dinner standing up actually was not so bad. I was still able to watch TV from this standing position, and it helped to pass the time. Did you know an individual weighing 170 pounds will burn approximately around 50 more calories an hour standing?
You can burn more calories an hour standing up than sitting down.
Over
I
sitting.
didn't know
As
that.
the evening came, my legs and feet just kept getting tighter, so I kept moving and tried to keep my mind off this exhaustion.
Good evening, guys. So once I sit down, I'm gonna start an 8-hour timer, and then that's all I get for sleep, and then back on the feed. Oh, good night. See you guys all in less than 8 hours. Light. There you go. So I reset the timer when I woke up, but it is 6:09, which means I didn't even get 8 hours of laying down. So I was just uncomfortable, done sleeping, and all.
So part of this challenge idea to make it practical was that I was allowed to get 8 hours of sleep at night, but then the rest of the day I'd have to stay standing. However, the first night I was only...
The rest 16 hours, guys, he was just like standing. He's standing, no sitting, nothing.
in bed for about 7 hours. Regardless, I went through my morning routine and got to work at my new standing desk. Maybe I was just so excited to work at the standing desk I just couldn't sleep. No, I don't know.
Maybe.
Don't want to stain my new desk.
Now, as you can see, as I was standing at my desk throughout the first few hours of the morning, I kind of went into these lazy standing positions, leaning to one leg, then the other, spread legs, bent legs backwards. I don't know if this was good or neutral or not, but that's just what I was doing naturally. Now, something very promising was how productive I felt in this position.
Really feeling productive here. Honestly, standing up, working. I don't have time to just like sit back and be like, let me take a breather and then get distracted. Hopefully it's not because I'm just excited about my new desk, and hopefully it's actually something biomechanical or biological. I don't know. I am just working so much better standing up.
So good. Standing up, huh? Yeah, guys, I always feel as well, like when I'm sitting down, I have to do some editing or stuff like that. Always like always procrastinate. I just go from one thing to another, and it might be the solution, you know, for a lot of people.
I know how I would do that. That's not gonna work.
Oh, damn.
We're walking. According to a survey from the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety, Americans spend an average of about 293 hours driving a year. That's a lot of additional time sitting, along with the stress of dealing with traffic.
Nobody walks here. Like, nobody.
So if you have the opportunity and it's safe, maybe try walking to the store every once in a while. It was actually quite fun, especially on a nice day like this. However, as you can imagine, it took me like 10 times the amount of time compared to if I would have just driven.
You see it. I've done it. It was actually further than I thought.
Finally making it to the store, picking up the supplies I wanted to get. Don't worry, I can explain this. My legs and feet were actually feeling pretty okay. I think it maybe had to do with the excitement of accomplishing walking to the store, which may sound silly, but I've never done it before. Oh, and another downside about walking to the store is you have to walk back.
Yeah, you have to walk all the way back.
Made it. That was a little further than I thought, but
of course.
Praise the Lord, the weather's nice out, so honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Who needs a car, right? I do. I really do. I need a car.
You might be wondering, like, what the heck's up with the color pad? What are you, into crayons, bro? No, okay, seriously, I just wanted to get some big sheets of paper like this so that I could write down ideas, creative process, thought, write with them. So I bought that. I bought some new pens. Then I actually got some more lights. There's like 10 lights burned out around the house and I just haven't gotten to them. So hopefully I got the right colors, but yeah, whew, that was an adventure. Wow. Other than that, I'm gonna finish up some work here and then probably do legs in the basement. We'll see.
That's this guy. He just ate like once.
Oh, I can't really like lay down. I gotta stay on my feet.
Oh damn! Oh shit! This guy is like a acrobat. That's so good. I would like to have a trampoline and do all these things.
Don't touch the surface with your butt. Just gotta focus.
Yeah, so cool. Oh.
After a brief trampoline session, I went to the basement where my legs and feet were actually feeling fresh enough to do a successful leg workout, plus some abs, I guess. But yeah, everything went smooth. I had a ton of energy, and I wasn't even thinking about sitting down at all.
No sitting on that thing.
Love and blessings, my dude, man. I hope your streams are going well as well.
The lights are bright.
Damn, that's crazy, man. For real. Like, would you guys try that? Like, standing
on
for
day 3,
a whole week?
Really hit me in the lower legs and feet. I felt very sore and tired, and I felt like my posture while standing was starting to slack. On top of this, I was also extremely hungry. Maybe I was hungry from burning extra calories, but one thing I noticed is that when I was eating, it took my mind off of standing up. And partially for this reason, I constantly ate throughout the entire day. Now, I did my best to keep it healthy, lean, and higher in protein, but still the theme for day 3 was pretty much just working standing up, eating standing up, and doing the dishes standing up. And all throughout, my feet and legs felt heavier and heavier and more sore and more sore. I could not wait to lay down for my 8 hours of sleep.
Good morning, guys. So I went to bed early last night, got the full 8 hours of sleep. When I woke up this morning, It was a little rough at first, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, oh no, here it goes. It's just gonna continue to get worse and worse. But I made a vegetable juice, I got into work, having a little bit of coffee. I'm actually starting to feel stabilized. My legs don't feel as tired, heavy, or sore as yesterday. I feel like standing here working, I've been very productive. I feel in a rhythm, I feel good. And I'm hoping that maybe I broke through. Bada bing, bada boom.
Let's see, like, there's some things that even some hobbies that they say, or not hobbies, like some habits, the habits, guys, the so-called habits, like if you do them for a certain time, you know, like for 2 weeks, let's say you do a habit for 2 weeks, and then it's just going to become natural. But until you pass those 2 weeks, that's the the time window that is gonna be like that. Getting used to time frame, you know, how you call that? The time frame that you have to like struggle a little bit, you know, until you get to that habit state that is, you know, now it's chill, you know, I can do this easily.
I'm getting good at that.
Sorry about that. Anyways, after working for a few hours, I decided to get an arm workout in the basement, doing any exercises I could do without sitting down. Everything felt fine regarding this workout, and afterwards I decided to go on a jog to the store to get more food for later.
Rather than crossing the street, I could go, oh my gosh, it goes all the way through. Dude, that's horrifying. No, I'm not doing that, forget that.
Making my way to the store running felt 5 times faster than walking the previous day, but still obviously way slower and way more effort than driving. Anyways, I picked up a few necessities, or I guess things I just wanted. It was on sale, okay? And I made my way back home.
Just like that, we're back. Oh. Hey. Anyways, I got some groceries here. I'm gonna make a post-workout snack and then continue work at the computer and keep standing. That's what we're doing.
So after making my super spoiled man Prince diet post-workout, I worked at my standing desk for a few more hours where I noticed my lower leg posture was beginning to default to potentially an unfavorable position.
I kind of noticed that I'm like sitting into my joints. For instance, I'm kind of locking my legs back and just sitting on my...
Bro, how does this like look like this? Doesn't this look like a freaking broken knee? Man, that's so disgusting. Bro, how can you not have broken legs by now?
Femur over tibia, fibia, like backwards, you know what I mean? And like I'm kind of slouching here at the computer, leaning at the desk. I'm becoming this weird like shape, and I'm not certain that is actually a good thing, especially if I was to be standing in this position for hours a day, days in a row, weeks, months, years and years. I also did order a stand on Amazon to bring my computer monitor up a little bit higher, because when I have my arms where I want, when I have to look at my screen, I'm like this. So that's also not good. Yeah, so hopefully this monitor stand will bring this monitor up to the proper height so I can look straight ahead while I edit videos for hours a day.
And lucky me, just like that, an hour after mentioning this, my package arrived with my monitor stand and some other supplies. And let me tell you, moving the monitor upwards made the viewing experience for my posture so much better.
That is so much better.
Now, as it got later and I began to settle down and eat, the fatigue and heaviness feeling in the lower legs became greater and greater.
Again.
Oh, it feels so good.
My legs felt so heavy, my feet felt so sore. Every next hour into the evening, it became increasingly difficult to not sit down. I could not wait to lay down and hopefully sleep for my 8 hours. It felt like forever before I could.
Good night. That monitor stand is so much better. It's just like, one thing I have to say is regardless how the day starts, whether it's good or bad, when it comes to the end of the night, my feet and legs are just exhausted, like exhausted. This morning,
no, you can't be doing it every day, guys.
It has been rough getting up, walking
you can't be doing this every day.
Around. Let's try to find something good. Let's try to find something good. Okay, one thing that's good, my back, like my lower back, feels incredible. That's good news. Yeah, other than that though, fatigued in the legs,
I need to do
tired,
that.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna work here a few more hours, maybe have some breakfast, go on with the day.
So like I mentioned, day 5 was pretty much rough from the get-go, but I powered through, worked for a few hours, had some breakfast, cleaned up around the house, and then an opportunity arose.
Oh, yep, you're driving.
Man.
Put a little towel down there. Check this out. Feet in. Okay, I am. Oh. So yeah, I am currently squatting in the back seat. Yes, my back is touching the back seat, but my butt is not on the ground. Pretty crazy. So I would consider this still standing. Holy crap, this is kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, only Americans do this stupid.
We should be there in about
okay, I'm not gonna say. Offense.
My feet are falling asleep.
It's a rainy day.
Dude, oh my
So after a ride in the car and then a quick grocery trip, we made our way back home where I showered, shaved, made some dinner, ate some dinner, and continued to stand throughout the evening. And just like before, the evening is where it always hit me when it came to the fatigue, soreness, and heavy feeling in the legs and feet.
My like hip on the side right here is starting to feel a little like tight. Other than that, I'm laying down now from 8 hours of rest. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
He looked like a freaking cartoon.
And this time, what I needed to be 8 hours of sleep ended up
6.
only being about 5.5 hours.
Shit, that's
My
crazy.
legs were feeling very uncomfortable when I was sleeping. I kept moving around. I woke up multiple times, and eventually enough was enough. I decided I would just get up and do something productive.
What?
The sun is finally peeking through the clouds. It has been a long morning so far, but I have got so much work done at this computer. It's absolutely incredible. This standing desk productivity is amazing. I was so skeptical. I thought, you know, sitting down you can just relax and work, but like I'm telling you, standing up.
Anyone, guys, who has the money to get a standing desk and a place should get a standing desk, 100%.
Dude, this is a game changer. Now, with that being said, something I have to say is like my joints in like my hip and now kind of in my knees, it's like, I don't want to say injured, but it doesn't feel right. There's kind of like a very dull, aching pain there. Like it feels like I just want to like never ending, just like stretch these joints, you know what I'm saying? And I think that was a big reason I really had difficulty sleeping last night. Like I was just like tossing, stretching, just couldn't find a comfortable position because my legs were feeling so sore in this weird way. However, lower back feels amazing, like I mentioned before, which is a good takeaway point. I'm gonna continue here, then I'm probably gonna go downstairs, walk around. Yeah, all right.
My
What's
lower
up,
back
guys?
is
So
feeling
it is
cracking all
a
the
few
time.
hours later, and I have to tell you, I am making the decision to end this experiment here. So it has been over 5 days now, but that's still a week. It's a work week, all right? So, okay. So let's take a look at the before and after posture, and holy moly, in only 5 days, look at this slouch when I stand. Now, both of these are just me in a relaxed standing position.
What? I don't understand. Is he worse on the after picture? He's worse on the after picture, no?
And what I am seeing here
No, he's not. No, he's not.
in the afters is way more kyphosis, or that is the upper back rounding like this, basically a slouch in the upper body, sitting into this trunk like this. Now, if I continue doing this for a long period of time, that is obviously not good. That's gonna form really bad posture and maybe lead to back problems, just decreasing my height. Now, I also do know a little bit.
Yeah, actually, like standing, I saw him. He went shorter.
More lordosis, or the butt popping up more in the back, but I can see that my hamstrings are still kind of tight, which is fighting a little bit with my glutes. But because at the knees I'm in a bent backwards position like this, it allows for more of this lordosis. Now, lordosis to an extreme point can be bad, but I think in my case, this is actually an improvement from before and after, and I think this actually has to do with me having less back pain. So on the negative side, it looks like I'm starting to really form this slouched over position, especially in the upper back here. But on the positive side, it looks like I'm getting back a little bit more curved in my lower spine, which should have been there. But there is another reason I want to end this right now, and that is my hip and my knees are kind of starting to ache in a way that's more than just muscular pain. Like it kind of feels like an aching, dull joint pain. So right now I sound like I'm mainly going in the negative direction when it comes to this experiment, but I had a ton of great experiences and a ton of eye-opening moments throughout this past 5 days. When I go to the standing desk, standing up immediately in the morning, boom, I am going.
Anyway, so guys, we saw this. Basically, what you need to know is buy a standing desk for your job and don't sit all day like a sloucher. Right, see ya. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop the stream right there as well. I'm gonna come back another day. I don't know when it's gonna be, guys, but we're gonna do some music the next day. I'm gonna come back, yeah? Some music. What's happening?